Good morning. My name is Emily Sumner. I'm an immigration attorney with Sumner Immigration Law based in Richmond, Virginia. We serve clients here in Richmond, throughout Virginia, across the United States, and around the world. I am here this morning to share the great news that USCIS will no longer require biometrics, which is the fingerprinting requirement, for people filing a change of status or an extension of status for the H4 category, which is the dependent of the H1B, the L2, which is the dependent of the L1, and certain E classifications, E1, E2, E3. This is great news. This biometric requirement went into place in March of 2019 in the Trump administration, and it has caused significant delays with the processing of H4 and L2 applications and other types of applications as well, because before those types of applications are fully adjudicated or processed, the applicant has to go in person for their fingerprinting to be done. It took some time, but when COVID hit in March of 2019, that exacerbated the problem. It made it a lot worse. So in March of 2020, the USCIS application support centers where the biometrics are taken were closed because of COVID, understandably. They reopened in July of 2020, but at reduced capacity. Because of this, the processing time for the H4s and L2s has been astronomical, and we're seeing processing times of close to a year. That's also a problem because the H4 and L2 EADs, the employment authorization documents, are dependent on the approval of the underlying status, meaning the H4 or the L2. So there are people who are losing jobs because they can't get their EADs, their work permits approved in time because it's taking so long, and it's all because of this biometric, or in large part because of the biometric requirement. So what has happened is there has been a lawsuit filed against the Department of Homeland Security with this biometrics. As part of that lawsuit, USCIS has agreed to temporarily suspend the biometrics requirement for, again, the H4, L2, and certain E classifications. So this does not apply to other classifications, and that's important to keep in mind. It is effective as of May 17th, 2021. That means that any cases, H4, L2, or the certain E classifications categories that are pending as of May 17th will not have to have the biometrics done if it has not been scheduled yet. Those cases will not get a refund of the biometrics fees, but USCIS says they will not require biometrics to be scheduled and to be completed in order for USCIS to process those applications. Likewise, any applications that are filed, and by that I mean extensions or changes of status for H4, L2, or these certain E classifications that are filed on or after May 17th of 2021 will not have to have the biometrics done. This policy is in place for at least 2 years, so that is through May 2023. Hopefully the process, or the policy rather, will go away, but we'll have to see what USCIS decides to do in May of 2023. But for right now, it's eliminated. Hopefully that will decrease the processing time and help a lot of people out. It's important to know that this change will not solve things overnight. Just because this change has been made, yes, your application is deemed, if you have not had the biometrics done yet, and as of May 17th, the case is still pending, it's eligible for adjudication, but they're not going to be able to get to it immediately. There are 123,000 H4 cases that are in process, that are pending, H4 and L2 cases that are in process right now pending with USCIS, and about 57,500 EAD cases, L2 and H4 EAD cases. So this is not going to solve it overnight, but hopefully we'll see over the coming months that the processing time will decrease significantly. USCIS has not given us definitive information yet. This just came about late yesterday. They haven't given us definitive information yet as to actually confirm that the biometrics fee will no longer be required as of May 17th. I'd imagine that to be the case, but definitely make sure that you check that before you file without it, because it's possible that it could be rejected. I don't think it would be, but again, that's something that you definitely need to confirm. For our clients, clients of Sumner Immigration Law, we will work directly with our clients to make sure that we're filing in such a way that's strategic so that clients can avoid the biometrics process if possible. If you are not yet a client and you have questions about this, please drop a question in the comments or send us an email, info@sumnerimmigration.com. If you drop a question in the comments and we can answer quickly, we're happy to do that. Otherwise, if it's more complicated, you may need a consultation, but we are happy to help. We are here to serve. We're very excited about this positive change for everyone, and we hope that there is more coming. If you have found this information, this video helpful, I hope that you will like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye-bye.